Welcome to Chroma Celebs. I'm Rose, bringing you the latest shocking updates on Sister Wives. Unexpected twists, emotional moments, and unbelievable drama. Stay tuned till the end. Kody Brown's cringy confession leaves Sister Wives fans stunned. The fallout of a patriarch's self-delusion. In the long and winding saga of Sister Wives, Kody Brown has never been a man short on words. Over the years, viewers have watched his once balanced plural family disintegrate in dramatic fashion, each season peeling back more of the complex emotional web between him and his four wives, Meri, Yanel, Christine, and Robyn. But nothing could have prepared fans for his most recent, utterly cringe-worthy confession that sent shockwaves through the fandom and left even his most loyal supporters questioning whether Kody Brown has lost touch with reality altogether. The confession in question came not during a carefully curated one-on-one interview or a private family moment captured by TLC cameras, but during a raw, tell-all conversation in the latest season of the show. Kody, who has often been accused of favoritism and gaslighting, made a statement that some fans described as delusional, self-centered, and even narcissistic. He looked directly into the camera and said with startling confidence, "I was the only one who was ever fully committed. They all gave up on me before I gave up on them." To many viewers, this moment marked a turning point, not just in the perception of Kody Brown as a reality TV figure, but in the understanding of what had truly driven his family apart. For years, fans of Sister Wives had argued over who was to blame for the family's unraveling. Some pointed fingers at Christine for her abrupt departure, others blamed Meri for her emotional disengagement, and yet others called out Robyn for what they felt was manipulation behind the scenes. But now the confession had shifted the narrative completely. When Kody declared that he had been the most committed out of everyone, fans on social media platforms such as Reddit, X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram erupted with disbelief. Many were quick to compile montage-style videos of Kody's contradictory behavior throughout the years. Clips resurfaced showing him emotionally withdrawing from Meri during her catfishing scandal, belittling Christine when she voiced dissatisfaction, and choosing to stay home with Robyn during the height of the pandemic rather than spending equitable time with his other wives. It wasn't long before hashtags like #KodyGaslight and #TeamChristine began trending again, showcasing the growing divide between Kody's self-perception and what fans saw on screen. What made Kody's confession so grating wasn't just its tone, it was the timing. His statement came after years of distancing himself from three of his wives, leaving Robyn as the last woman standing in his plural marriage experiment. At the point of his confession, Christine had long since remarried, Yanel had embraced her independence, and Meri had finally taken the bold step to declare herself single. Yet Kody still seemed to frame the family's disintegration as a one-sided betrayal against him. Insiders close to the Brown family reportedly weren't surprised by Kody's claim. According to a former production assistant who worked on the show during its early seasons, Kody has always maintained a deeply rooted belief in his own moral high ground. Even when the cameras weren't rolling, he'd talk about himself as a martyr, like he was the only one holding the whole family together, the source revealed. But behind the scenes, it was clear he was checked out from everyone except Robyn. Kody's confession did more than just irritate fans. It reopened old wounds for the wives who had long suffered under what they now describe as an imbalanced family structure. Christine, who has emerged as a fan favorite in the wake of her split, offered a subtle but telling reaction in a recent Instagram story. With a raised eyebrow and sarcastic smile, she said, "Some people really know how to rewrite history, don't they?" Yanel, typically the most diplomatic of the wives, made her own cryptic post referencing the importance of accountability and owning your role in other people's pain. For Robyn, the fallout from the confession placed her in an awkward spotlight. While she has long maintained that she never wanted to be the favorite wife, Kody's words seem to cement what fans have suspected for years, that Robyn has held an elite place in his heart and his time since she joined the family. Some viewers argued that Robyn's silence in the aftermath of Kody's statement was deafening, while others claimed that she has always benefited from his blind loyalty. The confession has also sparked renewed debate over the role of polygamy in modern society. Critics of the lifestyle used Kody's admission as evidence that such family dynamics are inherently flawed and often lead to emotional abandonment for the women involved. Religious scholars and sociologists weighed in as well, offering perspectives on how power imbalances can skew a plural marriage into something much more self-serving for the man at the center. In this case, Kody's words seemed to confirm the very criticisms that the show had long sought to challenge. For fans of Sister Wives, the confession has turned into a cultural moment. TikTok users have dissected the episode frame by frame, podcasters have launched full-length discussions analyzing his word choice and facial expressions, and YouTube creators have gone viral posting reaction videos under titles like "Kody Brown just gaslit all of us" and "The Confession That Broke the Internet." But perhaps the most telling fallout from the confession is the growing sentiment that Sister Wives may have finally reached the end of its cultural relevance, at least in its current format. With only Robyn and Kody remaining as a couple, viewers are increasingly vocal about their lack of interest in watching what they perceive to be a one-sided narrative. Many are calling for a reboot that follows the lives of Christine, Yanel, and Meri as independent women, rather than continuing to give Kody a platform to air what many see as his self-serving commentary. TLC has yet to confirm whether Sister Wives will be renewed for another season, but insiders hint that network executives are aware of the backlash surrounding Kody's remarks. A source familiar with the production team revealed that discussions are ongoing about potentially shifting the show's focus or even launching spin-offs centered on the ex-wives. "They know where the audience is right now," the insider said. "And it's not with Kody." Still, Kody seems undeterred. In a follow-up interview, he doubled down on his position, insisting that he had been misunderstood and that fans don't know the whole story. He argued that his words were taken out of context, even though the footage aired in full. Rather than apologizing or clarifying, he appeared even more entrenched in his own narrative. That may be the most unsettling part of this entire saga, the possibility that Kody Brown truly believes he is the hero of this story. His confession wasn't just cringeworthy because it contradicted years of documented behavior. It was painful to watch because it felt like a man completely disconnected from reality, spinning a tale that no longer aligns with what viewers and even his former wives know to be true. In the end, Kody's confession didn't just shake up the Sister Wives fandom, it crystallized what so many fans had been feeling for years. That beneath all the plural marriage talk, the family meetings, and the attempts at unity, Kody's love for control, validation, and emotional centrality may have always eclipsed his commitment to plural love. His confession wasn't just a mistake, it was a mirror held up to the wreckage of his own making. And now everyone, including his fans, finally sees it for what it is. 90s fever dream. Robyn and Kody's house might be even tackier than fans imagined, and now the pictures speak louder than ever. In the world of reality television, there are moments that transcend drama and land somewhere between bewilderment and secondhand embarrassment. Such a moment has arrived in the form of newly surfaced images of Kody and Robyn Brown's infamous Flagstaff home, and fans of Sister Wives are struggling to decide whether to laugh, cry, or simply cringe. Described by one fan as a 90s fever dream brought to life in 2025, the house has become the center of heated discussion not just for what it reveals about Kody and Robyn's taste, but what it might expose about the couple themselves. While viewers have always had suspicions about the aesthetic choices made behind the scenes, the actual visuals confirm something few were prepared for. This home might be even tackier than anyone imagined. When Sister Wives began airing over a decade ago, much of the focus centered on family dynamics, the complicated logistics of polygamy, and the personal transformations of Meri, Yanel, Christine, and Robyn. But as the years went by and most of Kody's marriages unraveled, his relationship with Robyn became the central arc, and so did their home. It was sold to the public as the couple's sanctuary, their safe haven away from the emotional fallout of the family's collapse. But fans never quite got a full picture of what life inside that home looked like. Until now. The recent release of candid home images shared via a combination of leaked photos and social media snippets has turned the Brown family fandom upside down. From wall-to-wall faux Western decor to an overwhelming presence of outdated earth tones, viewers are stunned by the design choices. These images reveal that the house, far from being a modern peaceful escape, looks more like a chaotic homage to late 90s interior trends that even HGTV would have left in the dust 20 years ago. One of the most talked-about elements in the house is the massive living room, or what fans now refer to as the Cowboy Cathedral. The space features mismatched leather furniture with overly ornate detailing, all crowned by a wrought iron chandelier shaped like a wagon wheel. Throw blankets that appear to have been purchased in bulk from a Cracker Barrel gift shop are draped callously across every seat. Framed photographs of cow skulls and howling wolves decorate the walls, alongside shadow boxes featuring barbed wire and plastic cacti. It's a look that many fans said made them feel like they'd accidentally wandered into a themed steakhouse from 1997. More shocking than the cowboy kitsch is how much of the home seems designed not for comfort or function but for projection, an attempt perhaps to create a visual story of who Kody and Robyn want to be. The photos suggest a deliberate overcommitment to a frontier fantasy. Taxidermy-style deer heads flank the fireplace, a vintage saddle is displayed like art in the hallway, and a pair of antique pistols hang above the dining table. Some fans even joked that the home looked like a set left over from an Old West-themed episode of Extreme Makeover Home Edition. The kitchen, once assumed to be a cozy hub for Robyn's large family meals, also raised eyebrows. With its outdated brown cabinetry, faux marble countertops, and an overwhelming number of roosters decorating everything from tea towels to salt and pepper shakers, it screamed more of a clearance aisle collection than a lived-in family space. Eagle-eyed fans were quick to point out the sheer number of signs reading "Bless this mess" and "Live, Laugh, Love," decorative choices that have become synonymous with Pinterest boards frozen in time from a decade ago. But what may have truly broken the internet was the couple's master bedroom. A blend of velvet bedspreads, animal print pillows, and deep maroon curtains clashed violently with tan carpeting and brass-accented ceiling fans. The space, which should feel intimate and inviting, instead resembled a themed honeymoon suite in a budget Nevada motel. And right there on the nightstand sat a rustic lamp shaped like a bear, casting a dim light over a series of family portraits all featuring Kody in various cowboy hats. Fans couldn't help but speculate about the significance of those photos. Was this just a personal style choice or a reflection of Kody's need to continually center himself even in private spaces? Even children's bedrooms weren't spared the kitsch overload. Instead of personalized, age-appropriate decor, fans spotted clashing wallpaper borders featuring galloping horses and cartoon sheriff badges. The rooms looked less like a safe space for kids and more like a failed attempt at nostalgia, trying to merge the aesthetics of vintage Western films with early 2000s children's television. One particularly sharp fan noted that one of the rooms appeared to still be using decor suitable for toddlers, even though the children in question were now well into their teens. This led to speculation that the decor choices were not just outdated but possibly neglected entirely. Many viewers have taken the decor as symbolic of deeper issues between Robyn and Kody. On the surface, it may just look like poor taste or an over-reliance on Western cliches, but some fans believe the house's styling reflects Robyn's desire to emotionally anchor Kody to a particular era, namely the earlier days of their marriage when she was still relatively new to the Brown family and had not yet become the focal point of fan ire. In other words, the house might be a shrine to the good old days, even if those days existed only in Robyn and Kody's collective memory. Another layer to the conversation is the question of money. Kody and Robyn have publicly discussed their financial struggles, especially following the dissolution of his other marriages. Viewers have often wondered how the couple could afford such a large and heavily decorated home in Flagstaff when the other wives were downsizing, moving out of state, or selling property to stay afloat. The decor may not be expensive, but its volume and the home's sheer size raise concerns about the couple's spending priorities. The emphasis on visual excess when other members of the family were facing real-life hardships left some fans with a bitter taste. Social media quickly exploded with commentary. Reddit threads dedicated to sister wives dissected the homeroom by room. Instagram accounts that specialize in reality TV design fails dubbed it a masterpiece of misplaced confidence. TikTok users posted virtual tours using the leaked photos as slideshows, adding dramatic background music and sarcastic commentary that made their way to millions of views within days. One particularly viral video featured a dramatic reading of Kody's quotes from the show, juxtaposed with footage of the house's decor, implying that the house perfectly encapsulated his tendency to choose style over substance. What's especially interesting is that this isn't the first time Kody and Robyn's home has drawn fan scrutiny. From the moment they purchased the sprawling house in Flagstaff against the wishes of some of the other wives, it has represented a divisive turning point in the family's trajectory. The decision to buy rather than rent raised eyebrows. The location choice, far from the rest of the family, sparked tension. And now the interior choices have all but confirmed the isolation was more than just physical. It was cultural, emotional, and aesthetic as well. Some longtime fans of the show find themselves torn. While the home may seem like an aesthetic catastrophe, it also serves as a compelling metaphor for everything that's gone wrong in Kody and Robyn's world. It's full of things that no longer serve a purpose, anchored in a time long gone, yet clung to with fierce nostalgia. In many ways, the decor is less a design choice and more of a psychological time capsule. And in that light, it's not just tacky, it's tragic. Ultimately, fans are left to decide for themselves. Are the images a harmless expression of personal taste, however outdated? Or are they a reflection of deeper dysfunction, a physical manifestation of a couple lost in their own myth, building a cowboy-themed fortress while the rest of their world burns? With so many viewers feeling increasingly alienated by Kody's actions and Robyn's silence, the home has become a battleground for opinions. Whether it's considered kitsch, camp, or catastrophe, one thing is clear: Robyn and Kody Brown's house is now more than just a home. It's a symbol. And thanks to the pictures, no one can unsee it. Reason Kody and Robyn wouldn't answer certain questions at the Sister Wives S19 tell-all. Kody Brown and Robyn Brown stayed tight-lipped during the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all, and their silence may reveal more than their words ever could. Kody and Robyn's relationship began during Sister Wives Season 1 when Robyn was introduced as Kody's fourth wife. They met through mutual friends, forming a strong connection. Their courtship included traditional steps like chaperone dates, and they married in 2010. Over time, Robyn became Kody's only remaining wife as his other marriages ended. Their bond has often been seen as the strongest, which caused tension with the other wives and drew criticism from fans. Kody's marriage to Robyn greatly impacted his relationships with his other wives and children. As he appeared to give Robyn more attention and time, tension grew within the family. His emotional distance from Mary, Yanel, and Christine led to the breakdown of those marriages. The favoritism shown toward Robyn also strained Kody's bonds with several of his older children, many of whom felt ignored or rejected. This shift created lasting divides within the once unified plural family. Kody and Robyn continue to deny that favoritism played a role in the family's breakdown, refusing to fully accept how their actions affected others. During the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all, Kody and Robyn Brown noticeably avoided answering some of the more difficult questions. When asked about the early stages of their relationship, Kody dismissed the topic, while Robyn called the footage disturbing and chose not to elaborate. Their lack of openness frustrated viewers who hoped for real insight. The tell-all was meant to bring clarity, but their vague responses left many questions unanswered. Fans were especially interested in the emotional timeline of their courtship, but the couple remained tight-lipped. Their reluctance to share sparked renewed speculation among viewers. Many believed Kody and Robyn's silence was a way to avoid accountability for the family's ongoing tensions. Questions around favoritism, family division, and past arguments were either brushed off or carefully dodged. While other wives opened up about their emotions and struggles, Kody and Robyn's guarded approach stood out. The lack of transparency added to existing frustrations among fans, who felt the tell-all didn't offer the honest reflection it promised. As a result, the couple's relationship continues to be a point of controversy. Kody and Robyn seemed careful about what they shared during the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all, likely because they didn't want to make themselves look worse. Instead of giving clear answers, they avoided tough questions and stayed vague when talking about sensitive topics. Robyn called some clips disturbing, and Kody quickly shut down certain conversations. Fans noticed how different their approach was compared to the other wives, who were more open. Their silence made viewers feel like they were hiding something or protecting their image, which only added to the criticism they've already received throughout the season. During the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all, Kody and Robyn Brown seemed determined to control the narrative. They avoided difficult topics and gave short, careful answers. Instead of addressing emotional moments or past mistakes, they tried to stay calm and collected, as if they had nothing to explain. Robyn appeared especially focused on not getting emotional, possibly to avoid seeming weak. Their behavior gave off the impression that they wanted to come out of the tell-all looking composed, stable, and unaffected by the drama that had surrounded the family all season. Sister Wives viewers felt Kody and Robyn were more interested in saving face than being honest. While the other wives spoke openly about their pain, Kody and Robyn chose to keep things light or shift blame. This made it seem like they wanted to appear as the winners of the tell-all, staying above the tension and conflict. However, their strategy may have backfired. Fans saw their lack of openness as cold and dismissive, adding to the criticism they already face. Rather than earning sympathy, their guarded attitude left many feeling frustrated and unconvinced.